Yo, welcome to the video. So I know this channel, we always talk about the creative side of being a creative, video, photo, audio, graphics, whatever it is. But for those of y'all that know me, y'all know we also have a company, a business called The One Video Productions, and that's where most of our time goes into. We make wedding videos, videos for different churches, for different businesses. So I thought about it. I think it's time to talk business. Today we're talking about 5 tips to starting your videography business. Now you can take these also into photography, graphic designing, but I'm gonna speak directly to the filmmakers, the cinematographers, and the videographers who have not started making the quiche yet. These are the steps that I took when starting my business, and I have to say these 5 steps helped me along the way, helped me start, and I revisit these 5 steps as I go because it helps tremendously. Step 1, this is the fun one. This is where you get to evaluate yourself. The goal you have for yourself 5 years from now, I want you to write it down. So you can pause this video so you can think about it, but 5 years from now, where do you want to be? And then write it down. So after you've written it down, I want you to take your goal and extend it. So say 5 years from now, you say, I wanna make 6 figures off my business. I wanna make $100,000 in a year, all right? Take 25% of that and stack it on top. So now your goal is I wanna make $125,000 in a year, 5 years from now. If you want to if you wrote down I wanna have 3 employees 5 years from now, take 25% of that. Maybe I should have given myself an easier number. If you say in 5 years from now, you wanna have 12 employees, I want you to tack on 3 more employees, so you're gonna have 15 5 years from now. You get what I'm saying? Now, if it's more of you wanna create your first short film, go further, say I wanna create my first 2 short films. The reason I want you to extend it is because say in 5 years from now, you want to have 5 employees, most people who want to reach that goal, they'll either get to 5 and they'll feel comfortable, or they will only get to 3 or 4. While if you say, I wanna have 8 employees 5 years from now, you're gonna reach 5, you're possibly gonna reach 8. So having higher standards for yourself, you're gonna naturally want to go further. All right, after you have your goal, after you have where you wanna go, I want you to find someone successful in your field. So for me, I want to be creating feature films. That's my thing. So I'm going to start looking at directors. Steven Spielberg. I'm gonna look at Mark Bone because he's a YouTuber that's really good. I'm gonna look at Peter McKinnon. I'm gonna look at all these successful directors / cinematographers in my field. And now what you're gonna do when you find that successful role model, you're going to study their life on how they got to where they are now. So a very easy way to do that is if your role model has a documentary out, like if Kanye is your role model, they just released a dope documentary, so go watch it. But you want to study that person's life, the steps they took to get to where they are, because most of the people you find, their first year or 2 of their careers were mopping floors, were working 3 jobs at once. They were always putting in the work because that's how you get to where you want to be. So find the successful person in your field and study their life and then apply it. So look at the steps they took and apply those to your life. Start taking the steps that they took to get to where they are. Now, step 3, intern / find a mentor. So this is, you have to find, this is realistically taking the successful person in your field and finding someone that you can have face-to-face contact with. So you can learn from them directly, you can go out on jobs with them, you can shadow their shoots, you can work in the environment and learn from their mistakes instead of making them yourself. Easier system with this is YouTube. Having those YouTubers that teach, that you want to watch, those can be online mentors that you can learn from and learn from their failures. While you're shadowing your mentor, while you're interning for different people, create. You want to study, apply, learn, and repeat. Study means studying on YouTube, learning from your mentor, and then applying is taking what you've learned and making your own films. Learning, get that constructive criticism from either your mentor or other people. Constructive criticism, not hate. There's a difference. Constructive criticism, and you're gonna learn from it and then do it all over again. Go on to your next film, right? And from there, you are going to slowly but surely be honing your style, your craft, and becoming unique in the field. Now, that leads into my next point. With you creating all this work, you are creating portfolio work. When you're reaching out to other vendors, other businesses, other brides to get weddings, you will have work that you can say, this is what I do. This is my style. Because people naturally have to see to trust something. That's just naturally how our brains work. So with you saying, I'm good, I swear, that is not gonna hold up as much as if you were to say, I'm good, here's a video to prove it. So have your portfolio work going for you. And with that, you also, on your own, apart from shadowing from that mentor, you also need to go email people, go do cold calls, and say, hey, I'm trying to build my portfolio. Here's what I can provide for you, a free video, and in return, you're gonna be able to have more work to show future clients. So
we got a problem.
All right, and then after you start getting that portfolio work, that's when you're going to go into our last tip, which is niche down. After you start getting all this different kind of work, figure out what you want, what you enjoy. Do you enjoy weddings? Do you enjoy car videos? Do you enjoy promotionals, real estate, whatever it is you enjoy? Niche down. Figure out where you want to put your work. Say you want to go real estate. That means you are going to be contacting every single real estate agent you know, going up to their offices and saying, I want to do some real estate videos for free. Like, you can provide these to your clients. I'll get them on time to you for free. And then from there, then you can start going into getting actual clients, getting paid, pricing, which pricing is what we're going to talk about on the next episode. Guys, thanks for watching. Love y'all, really do. Remember, it only takes one to come up with your goal in the next 5 years, or goals. It only takes one to go film your first piece of work to put in your portfolio. It only takes one to make a change, and it only takes one to change the world. And that could be you. See you next time.